Look at this. Look at it. And look at this. Just look at it. Snow. It's March in Kentucky. It's not uncommon for a cold snap. I'll tell you what is uncommon though. Me to have such ambitious and documented life and sport goals. I'm going stir crazy right now. I certainly have my job, my family, and a host of other things to keep me occupied. But I really want to be working on my golf game. So I'm about to drop a cautionary tale on you. Here's what not to do. So the other morning, I dropped the kids off at school, and I had about 30 minutes before I have to log into work. I work at home, so I've got a little bit of flexibility as far as what I can do. I can clean the house, make my coffee, hang out, relax, get logged in, start working on emails. So I decided to take that 30 minutes, and based on some videos I'd watched the night before and some ideas I'd had about my swing in the past, to try to completely revamp my golf swing. My takeaway, my pivot, all of that. What a dumb idea. Horrible idea. Don't do it. And so I got out the camera and started filming myself making practice swings and takeaways and looking at my positions, which is a good practice to be in, but horrible idea. Horrible idea. Been playing some great golf, and there's zero reason for me to try to reinvent the wheel at this point. So super hat tip to Greg, and also another voice of reason, Miller Time. I was texting them about some things I was working on at home and sent a video, and Greg immediately was like, you just shot a 76 with a poor putting performance and two damn near skanked wedges. I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel. You know, at that point, I got the idea. I've been my own coach for a long time, basically taking tips, whatever resonates with me, not tips from people that I golf with, but tips from qualified instructors or YouTube videos or whatever it may be. And, you know, I've improved my game that way. But the point of this is I've improved to a certain level, and that's been incrementally at this point. In order to take the next step to get to 65, I've committed myself to surrendering control to my instructor. I went stir crazy, and I had a moment of just a wild hair up my ass, and I did something drastic. And thank the Lord I had communicated that and didn't just continue to work on it behind closed doors, because who knows how far I would have gone and what I would have done to mess up my current takeaway and setup and all the things that have made me what I am to put me in a position to go low pretty quickly. My first incremental goal is to get under par before the end of April. This weather is not helping that. I am dying to get to the range just to continue working on some stuff and get the short game ironed out and prep for the upcoming season. But as a cautionary tale, please don't try to revamp your swing right before the season starts without an instructor's help and when you're documenting it for YouTube. Could you imagine the first video I put out on the course come season and I'm out there just dead shanking golf balls? How hilarious would that be? Not funny at all. I was about to jump off a cliff without knowing what was at the bottom. I just took it in my own hands. A complete swing overhaul. It wasn't like I was just working on my hip turn or making sure my grip posture and alignment were straightened out because I had wiggled one way or the other. I was literally working on changing my entire takeaway, my wrist angle, the length of my backswing, and also my pivot. So it was destined for failure. Like, you can't work on that many things at once. And I was doing it under my own accord just because I was anxious to get things started. So for me, the slowdown with the weather, perfectly timed. And I'll tell you why. What I found was this downtime was fate. I needed it. I was going stir crazy and so many things I wanted to do, but really I was putting the cart before the horse. I had a comment from A Golfer's Walk, a relatively new golf channel as well. You could check him out. He provided a comment on one of my early videos asking about 65 is a great goal, but what's your process? What are you working on? What's your timing percentage? How many days a week are you going to be in the gym? Blah, blah, blah. And I had some ideas around it, but really I was just shooting guns blazing, not really taking the time to step back and think about it. So yesterday was kind of a realization. I'm glad Greg and Miller Time kind of talked me off the ledge about overall swing changes. I'm going to continue to put my faith in Greg as my instructor, only work on what he asked me to work on. But in the meantime, I'm going to take some steps as far as process and where I want to be and how I'm going to get there so I can really follow a timeline for success. I'm just going to go ahead and share in this. My first goal is to be back under par at least once before the end of April. And that's going to be tough with the next kind of week and a half, 2 weeks, a cold washout. Won't have really any time to practice. I might be able to get out and play once, but that's going to leave me probably less than 6 weeks to achieve that. It's doable. It is definitely doable. But the work that I'm putting in now, starting on this past Sunday, is really when Project 65 started for me. It was when the hamsters were going. It wasn't just about the channel. It's about the mindset it takes to get where I want to be and what this channel is all about. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll walk through a little bit about what I'm working on, kind of put my plan out there for you all to see, provide some feedback on, and hold me accountable to. I appreciate you tuning in. If you want to follow on the journey, again, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free. If you like this video, this don't jump off the cliff just yet video, go ahead and hit the like button. Leave me a comment below if you've got suggestions for things that might be good for me to continue to work on or include in the plan that I've got out there. So Ryan Fackler, Project 65. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, Snow,